And welcome to Selling on eBay UK with Laura, and this is Training Tuesday. We are in our back to basics process where we're talking about, as you might imagine, how to sell things on eBay starting from the very beginning. So today we're going to talk about categories, and this is sometimes overlooked but very important part of listing your item. It's become much more important in recent years. It never used to be that important, but it is now very important. And the reason for that is that the vast majority of sales that are made on eBay are made by buyers going to the search bar, going to the home page, going to the search bar and typing in a couple of words and then hitting search. And then eBay will give you a list of search results. But what you may not have noticed is that eBay will also often, not always, but often eBay will pre-filter the category. So let's say, for instance, that you're selling an alarm clock. So the alarm clock is probably going to go into the category of alarm clocks, which is not rocket science, that's fairly straightforward. However, if you have, say, I'm trying to think of a good example. If you have an alarm clock which is a character alarm clock, it's maybe in the shape of SpongeBob SquarePants or something like that, you may decide that it would look better, it would work better if it was in the toys category, in the SpongeBob or the category, or there may be, I'm not entirely sure if there's a SpongeBob category, but there is a TV character category. So if you put your alarm clock, your SpongeBob alarm clock, and now I'm thinking, if there isn't a SpongeBob alarm clock, there really ought to be one. Anyway, so the SpongeBob alarm clock, if you've put it in the toys category, your potential buyer comes along, goes to the home page, types in SpongeBob alarm clock and hits return, and eBay will show that buyer the items in the alarm clock section category. Now, if you've put your alarm clock in the toys category, your potential buyer will not see your item at all. Now, this is not set in stone because it depends on the item, it depends on how many items there are for that particular search term, but generally speaking, eBay will pre-filter your category view. So it's really important that you get it in the right category. And how do you know that it's in the right category? Well, the first thing is that it's usually pretty logical. If it's an alarm clock, it will be in the alarm clock section. Secondly, eBay will often give you a clue. When you go to the search bar and you put in alarm clock, eBay will have in blue what the category, the most popular category is for that search term. And finally, you can check. If you search for, as your buyer would, alarm clock SpongeBob, and see where the top sellers have put, which category they have chosen, and if eBay has pre-filtered it, where they've filtered, which category they have favoured. So I hope that's been useful to you, and next week we are going to be talking about something else which I've forgotten. Where's my crib sheet? We're going to be talking about the fascinating topic of product identifiers. And we shall look at that next week in our Back to Basics system. And I hope you can make it 11 o'clock on Tuesday mornings with Selling on eBay. Have a great week.